pengusaha dari PT Michael Tan. Bisa kenalin?
Yes. PT Michael Tan.
So, would like to introduce yourself?
Yes, I'd like to introduce myself. Thank you for inviting me as a guest on your podcast, and I hope to answer as best as I can to help you in this project. Yeah, okay. My name is Michael. My surname is Tan, and I'm from Singapore, and I'm in Batam for since 2000. I started my company in 1990 in Singapore, okay, as a SMT manufacturing company, okay. So in year 2000, because of the Asia crisis, the Asian financial crisis, the business in Singapore is not so good, right? So the cost increase in Singapore, I shift my operation to Batam. That's year 2000. I set up my SMT manufacturing line in Batam, okay. And in year 2006, I joined and helped a US company to develop their surface mount technology and manufacturing in Batam. Okay, yeah. And from 2006 to when I retired in 2017, okay, that's about 10 over years. I helped the company to grow and develop this company. And when I retired in the year 2017, then COVID came, year 2019, 2020. So there's a Chinese company from China that I knew them before, and they asked me to help them to start up their Chinese company here because they're not familiar with Batam. Yeah, so I came back to Batam after the COVID to help them to start up the injection molding and assembly project. And end of this year, 2025, it's 5 years after the company come over here, I'm going to start up their SMT. SMT is surface mount for PCBA. Yeah. So in case you don't know about it, yeah. So it's also another manufacturing that's going to be here. Yeah. Okay, so it's a long history.
It's quite long.
Semoga podcast kali ini bisa memberikan semangat baru buat kalian semua ya teman-teman.
Yeah.
Boleh kita mulai?
Go ahead, ask the question.
Could you share a bit about your journey and how you come to be the director of operation?
Yeah, like what I say, when I came over here for the Chinese company, before I was with a US company, right, OSI, yeah, which Pak Udin is working there, yeah. So we are working together for a very long time, yeah. So when I retired, I came out, and then the journey started. The Chinese company asked me to also support them to be their director of operation, yeah, to also start up the manufacturing, to start up the factory and all this for them. So starting up operation means you have to get the factory ready, you have to bring in the people to run the operation, yeah, and then start the different kind of process, yeah, okay, yeah. So that's how I ended up being a director of operation, because they also have a office in Singapore and the factory here in Batam. So I'm a director of operation for Singapore and also for Batam. Yeah. So there's communication here between Batam, China, and also their customer in USA. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
On to the next question.
From your perspective, how is the current economic situation in Indonesia shaping the company operational strategy?
If let's say we look at Indonesia current economic situation, definitely there will be an effect on the company operation because the rupiah now is very weak. Yeah. So when the rupiah is very weak and the US interest rate is very high, right? And there is a lot of geopolitical uncertainty in the world, global uncertainty. All the country, having problem with the tariff,
like the Trump tariffs.
Yes, so tariff and all these issues. So also in Indonesia itself now, I think the interest rate also very high. So inflation also coming up, right? Yeah, there's inflation. That's why people not happy in Jakarta. They have demonstration. Okay.
Next question
Yeah.
from Dennis.
But good thing is in Indonesia, the domestic consumption is still very strong, right? Because Indonesia population has 260 million, right? So domestic consumption is there to support because the consumer, many consumer and very young consumer. That's why Indonesia now is one of the fastest developing country, and in fact, when in another 10 years time, Indonesia will be number 4 in the world. Yeah, after China, US, India, Indonesia. Yeah, so you all are, as the young generation, will be the next entrepreneur and the next people that start up on this business and to contribute to the economy of Indonesia. And because of the rupiah weakness also now, import material, machine will affect us because costs go up. Rupiah weak, must pay more. So these are all the costs. And of course, profit margin also will be smaller. Yeah, because when cost goes up, the company profit affected. Yeah, okay. And of course, labor cost also, the worker's salary will slowly increase, right? And because of the cost of living, so the worker need slightly higher salary. Yeah, so cost of living will drive your salary and your wage up, right? So this will also affect factory operation. Yeah, so these are all the costs that affect operation strategy in Indonesia. Yeah, but long term, I think it's still a very positive outlook for Indonesia, for investment into Indonesia, because also many Chinese companies coming. Yeah, so there is a lot of opportunity if, let's say, Indonesia or Indonesian people work hard. Yeah, work hard to contribute to the economy, right? Don't be lazy. We must make sure that all of us, be there. Study hard. Yeah, then we are more sort of knowledgeable in our skill set, right, to do the operation. So the next generation are you. Okay, so be there.
Next question
Okay.
from Dennis.
Right.
Okay. Next question. What key indicators do you use to measure the success of the company's operations?
What?
The measures.
How do I measure it?
How do you
What are the key indicators and all this? Is it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. How do you measure the success of a company? Is whether your company making money or not. Are you profitable? So the most important measure of your company's success is the financial aspect, right? Financial, your profit and your loss. But you must make money. You must have revenue. You must have your sales, right? No sales, no revenue, no money. So you got sales, you got revenue. It's good. So very important, financial. So every company indicator for the success is financial. Okay, and also what is your profit margin? What's your bottom line? Are you making enough to cover your overhead? Because overhead too high, if you don't control your overhead, salary too high, you spend everything, then again no money. Right. So all this must be taken into consideration. And when you do an investment, your investment decision to buy a machine and all this must be considered very well. If you don't consider it and you just spend it and the machine not being useful, then you waste your money. Then you won't get your money back. So this is called ROI, return on your investment. Right. Yeah. So ROI means if I put 50,000, right, my machine is going to create the business to bring in more than 50,000, maybe 200,000, 300,000, because the machine printing money. Right. So if you know how to make use of all this, and your ROI is very high, very good. But if you're not making use of it, then your money go down the drain. Right. So these are measure of your company success. Okay. Then also your employee. Are your employee working hard? Are they productive? Right. Employee productivity very important. If the employee productivity is low, right, everybody not working, then company not making money. right? So how to be successful? We as worker, as a team member, also not successful, right? So again, this is one point. Then how you manage your material, your stock, your inventory turnover, very important. And what's your quality? If your quality no good, customer don't buy from you, right? So quality is also very important, right? Whatever we do, we must do it with quality in mind, okay? And then are your customers satisfied, right? If your customer not satisfied, they don't buy from you. You product quality no good, customer not happy, then your service also no good, right? When you see customer, you scold them. Okay, next time I don't come, you know. So all these are the measure of your success. How we train our employee to be friendly with customer, to be good with customer, to produce quality, right? And also ourselves, you know, when we are working in the company, to contribute positively to the company, right? Yeah, to bring the company success, and in turn also our success, because we are doing the right thing, right? We are doing the good value for the company, right? Because company pay us, right? And then we also contributing back. Okay? Yeah. Next question.
Next question.
You?
How do you address human resources challenges such as productivity or adaptation to new technologies?
Oh, you see, with new technology and all this, it's very challenging, right? If all of us understand new technology is okay, and we know how to adapt, because technology can be very frightening. Because when it comes to AI, robotic and all this, it will take away your job, right? But if we are skilled enough, we know how to relate to IT. We study IT, right? We know how to control back the automation, how to manage the automation. Then we are in control. But if AI control us, then we got no job. All of us don't need to do anything. So how do we address all this? Very important, right? And then how do we communicate with our staff and tell them, right? Because you must automate. If you don't automate, you're not efficient in your company, right? But when you automate, and then you say, I don't need you because I got machine now. So you put fear in people, and then the motivation not there, and then they don't want to go, right? So all these are very important factors also. Let me see there. How do we communicate? Yeah, very important. Number one, how do we communicate to people, right? On this AI, how do we have a culture that support everybody and have their feedback, right? Because the fear is that this is the next thing for your younger generation. How do you all manage AI, artificial intelligence, right? Okay. Yeah.
Next question is, in your opinion, what kind of innovation is most needed in operation today?
What kind of innovation?
Like
Things that change very fast. Things that AI. That's why AI will change very fast. But how do we optimize the capability of the automation? And how are we going to be proactive in learning how to manage AI? Because AI is very functioning. The speed of AI introduction is coming in so fast, because you don't realize it, it's going to zoom past, and you will be behind the learning curve. Yeah, and we have to learn ourselves. Yeah, if we don't learn, and we will be very slow, to catch up. And the Chinese in China now learning very fast. In schools, AI is one of the main subject now. So even for Indonesian like yourself, go read up on AI. Very important, and learn, because this is the kind of innovation that is needed in all the operation. Yeah, and this is the thing that you must be aware of. Yeah. Okay. It's very dynamic. It's very fast changing. Okay. Yeah.
what leadership style do you find most effective for a director of operation?
Leadership style has many kind of leadership style. Yeah, you can be a very hard boss, right? You can always scold and make your worker work, and then they can work very fast. Or you can be a transformative. That means how do you inspire and motivate your worker, right? How do you have this collaborative kind of leadership style where you get your people working together as a team and in collaboration? So there are many different kinds of stuff, but whatever we do, we must be very firm and very authoritative when it comes to making critical decision, right? Because if the critical decision, we don't take any firm measure, right, to push the idea through or to push the implementation through, then things don't happen, right? Then again, we are wasting our time, right? So as a leader, then you're not effective, right? To be an effective leader, you must balance out a lot of things, right? You must look after your people, right? But you must also think of the business. You must also think of the money that you're going to spend. You must think of whether is it suitable for your customer, right? So there are many angles and many options to look at how to make sure that we do it correctly as a leader. So again, leadership is very important, right? Yeah, and younger generation like you must try and stand up and prove yourself. You must, wherever you do, present yourself well, right? Where how you talk, how you approach people, how it shows ourselves. And you're not showing only yourself. You're showing yourself to be a representative of Indonesia. Yeah, then people have the trust that yes, the new generation of the Indonesians are very strong, dynamic, right? And you are learning things fast. And then people will trust us and then give us the business. Okay? Yeah.
What principle do you always hold on to when making tough decisions on operations?
Principle, depending on, especially when you're making tough decisions, you have to be you must be very fair, right? You must be fair in what you're going to do, because tough decision usually is a very hard decision. Yeah, it's either the company is going to survive, or you will definitely affect some worker, or you affect the customer or what. So this decision you have to making sure that it's fair, making sure that it do not impact your customer, right? Yeah, and then it do not impact your worker too much also, right? And you have to look at what is your objective, what is your strategic goal, right? What is the goal? What do you intend to do? Why do you want to do this decision? So all this must be weighed, and and when you say yes, I'm going to do it, you must be very firm and very decisive. Okay, but when you are decisive, you must make sure that you have all your data and you're backed up by your data that yes, right? You don't just make a decision. You make decision based on data analysis. Yeah, and then you evaluate what is the trade-off if you're going to take this action. Yeah, what is the implication? Think through first before you do it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Jadi itu dia teman-teman. Semoga obrolan ini bisa jadi motivasi buat kalian semua dan buat teman-teman di sekolah, baik untuk pemuda yang berminat mengikuti jejak Pak Michael, ya. Jangan lupa terus dukung terus program-program sekolah kita ya. Sampai jumpa di program selanjutnya.
Thank you.